Hi, guys. Good evening. I just wanted to come out here real quick. I won't stay on here long. Let me see if I can, whoops, hang on. Don't want to do that. I just wanted to zoom in just a little bit because I never know what's in the background. But as you can see, um, well, I changed. I forget what I titled this. I had initially put be encouraged, but I don't know. I think I put words to encourage or words of encouragement or something like that. So I'm not going to stay out here long, but I was chatting. Well, I don't follow the news much. I don't follow a lot of worldly events. I keep in touch with what's happening in the world through other people and through like social media, of course. And that's enough for me. And lately I've been reading a lot. I've been studying. Most of you know, or maybe you don't know, I was on a fast. I was fasting and praying for 21 days, and I needed it because I needed to get closer to God. I was becoming somebody I didn't like, um, and I needed to draw away from people, and I needed to draw closer to God. And so I've been studying a lot, reading a lot, and in reading, I've been reading about things happening in the world, probably more than what I should, because I hear enough of it from other people. But sometimes ignorance is blissful, it really is. And sometimes when I don't know what's going on, it's a lot easier for me to keep my faith at a high level. And um, when my faith is high, I'm able to encourage other people. And there's a lot of people right now um, worried. A lot of people have been worried for quite some time. I think I was getting to the point where I was beginning to worry because so many people were worrying, and I was talking to a lot of people, and people will put their worry and their fears off on you. I like to think I'm a woman of faith. I like to think that I have pretty decent faith to believe in the incredible, the miraculous, the divine, and to just believe that God is who He is and that He's got everything that's happening in this world. Um, He's got it. He's got it. I'm not going to say in his hand or anything. He's just got it. He's God. So nothing that is happening now or has ever happened in this life, not my life, but in this life, in this realm that we live in, none of it has ever taken God by surprise. He's just not surprised. He made us, He created us, He knows us. But excuse me, I didn't eat right today. I've been running all day. I had to be at the hospital today. I have a procedure on Thursday where I have to go under anesthesia, so I had to go in for my pre-screening with the anesthesiologist today. And so I've been at the hospital, and then I had to make my juice because I run out of that the day I had the procedure. So my family came over and helped me get that together and done. So I'm exhausted and I didn't eat right, and that's why I keep coughing because my GERD is flared up. So again, I'm not going to be out here long, but I wrote down a few scriptures. I have been studying. I've been studying a lot, and just trying to get a lot of the word in me. Folks, I'm telling you, if you're worried, or if you're concerned or affected, and all of us eventually are going to feel the pains of it. Um, but in the pains of it, that's where our faith needs to exist. I mean, God never promised us a life without suffering and pain. Never. He never promised that. He promised that to us before sin entered the world. But He never promised us that our life would be pain free and that we wouldn't suffer. Guys, I've been through a lot of suffering. Those of you that know my story know I spent almost a whole year in the hospital. I spent like 2 years trying to die. Really, my body was trying to die for 2 years. So I've been through a lot of pain and I've been through a lot of suffering. And that was just one little part of my life. So God doesn't promise us that we'll get through this life without pain and suffering. Actually, He tells us how to survive it when it hits us, because it hits us all. And if you don't have faith, that's when you need your faith. But so many people get so angry at God when they're hurting and when they're suffering. And anyways, I came out here to encourage, hopefully. I came to encourage those who want to be encouraged. So I just wrote a few scriptures, and I have to look them up because I don't have my Bible and I don't have them marked because I was busy, but I wrote the scriptures down and just wanted to share them. This one is, if anybody wants to write them down, is from Matthew 11:28-30. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. I don't know how people don't believe this. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Whether we feel like it's true or not, it's true. And if we just hang on through the hurts, hang on through the pain, hang on through the suffering, we will find out that His promises are so true. We will find out that just what He said. Come to Him. All of you that are weary, worried, burdened, I'll give you rest. And He will if we take our stuff to Him. But we're not going to find rest. If we don't take it to Him, we're just going to be in a big state of unrest. So the next one I wanted to share was from John. And it's from the 14th chapter and the 27th verse. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. The peace we have in God, if we just trust Him. The next one is from Colossians chapter 3, verse 15. And it says, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body, you were called to peace. And be thankful. Be thankful. Just be thankful to God. Whatever your situation is right now, if you're working and not getting paid, if you're not working, if you're late, whatever your situation is, be thankful. Here's the thing. All things work, and I didn't even have the scripture written down, but Romans, all things work to the good of God who are called according to His purpose. I missed a line in there. I'm sorry. All things work to the good of God, to those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. So all things work to the good of God. It may pain us, and we might not like the sting of things that are happening, but it all works to the good of God. And that's what this life is about, truly. Like the things that happen, it's not even really about us. Sometimes we just receive the blessings and the benefits, and then sometimes we feel the pains of things that happen in this world. But it's not about us. It really isn't. This is about God and His kingdom and Him establishing and setting it up. And that's what it's about. I was talking to my son this evening, and I was telling him about some teachings that I had been listening to. And they were from actually Miles Monroe. And he said, we all die. We're all going to die. And of course, he passed away, I think in 2014 from a plane crash. But he was like, we're all going to die. And he said, he was talking about like even mean rulers like Hitler. He said, where's Hitler? He's dead. He's in the grave. And it's so true. We're all going to die. So if people are feeling the pain right now from what's happening in the world, it's temporary. It's temporary. It's not going to last forever. It's just not. It's not going to last forever. It's just a trying hard time that we have to get through. And I've also been watching a lot of things about history, which I'm not a history buff at all. And as I watch it, I think what's happening right now in our world is really no different than some of those things that happened throughout history. It's just that we were riding such a nice wave in life, and boom, we got hit. And we don't like that. But we also told God, get out of here. We don't want you. And when we do that, we open ourselves up to anything. So the next scripture that I wanted to share with you, but let me read this one again. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, since as members of one body you were called to peace, and be thankful. Guys, I told you I've been on a fast and praying for 21 days, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful God called me to the fast. I'm thankful for my home. I'm thankful for this bottle of water that I have to drink. I'm thankful for the clothes I have on. I'm thankful for the heat in my home. I'm just thankful. In the midst of everything happening in this world, I'm just absolutely thankful. I've got a medical procedure coming up where I have to go under anesthesia. I don't want to do it. I've been trying to get out of it. I don't want to do it. But I'm thankful that I have insurance that I can go get it done. I'm thankful that I have faith that'll help me get through this. And I'm sorry, I'm so thirsty. And but just be thankful. That's what Colossians 3:15 says. And the last one I'll read to you. I have more, but I'm not going to overwhelm you. I'll try to come out tomorrow and give some more. If I have time. I have a busy day tomorrow getting prepared for this procedure. So the last one is 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 16. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with you all. And when I read those, I'm not just saying, look, guys, be encouraged. Those are for me too. I should have read them differently. I should have read, now may the Lord of peace himself give us peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with all of us. And that's how I should have read all of them. And when I read them tomorrow, I'm not going to say it like, this scripture is for you, this scripture is for all of us. This scripture is for anybody who wants it. I remember sharing a scripture years ago with my girlfriend. God gives all of us promise scriptures. Like there's something he gives us where we know, okay, God, that's a promise from you. I know you're speaking to me. And mine, I've had several, but one that I've always held on to was Jeremiah 33:3. And I shared it with my girlfriend one time and told her, and she said, thanks for sharing that with me. And I said, it wasn't mine to keep. Like the gospel's free. The gospel's for anybody. The gospel is for anybody who wants it. The scriptures are for anybody who wants them. The promises of God are for anybody who wants them. They're there. All you have to do is pick up the book, open up your phone, open up your computer, your tablet, and the scriptures are right there. So guys, I'm going to go. I've been out here almost 15 minutes, but I hope I've encouraged somebody. I hope that somebody who has no hope will hear those scriptures and know that there's hope and be encouraged. Oh, excuse me. Bye, guys. Be blessed.